again today with part 2 of Meal Prep Madness. Today we're going to make some Korean bulgogi, so let's see how it works out. Well, first things first, we're going to need a few pounds of burger. Venison burger works great as well. Some sesame oil, if we need just a little drizzle of it. It's the smallest jar you can get, that'd be perfect. Then we got 10 cloves of 10 cloves of minced garlic, a whole bundle of green onions chopped pretty thick, a small to medium white onion. Then we got 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin, you can use cooking sherry, 2 tablespoons of sugar, half teaspoon of black pepper, and then we got a tablespoon of apricot jam. If you can find plum extract, it calls for that, but it's not necessary. Oh, and some sesame seeds in the back there. Alright, now what we're going to do is pretty much just mix everything right into this bowl, starting with our liquid ingredients, just any order you want to do, and then what we're going to do is just to kind of incorporate all this stuff. After mixing this, you can let it sit overnight. If you're using some like stir-fry meat, it might work better to let it marinate overnight, really let that flavor incorporate itself into the meat, as well as like the soy sauce and the mirin might help tenderize the meat some, so not a bad idea. Add some extra flavor and then it makes it look nicer when it sears. It just gives it a deeper color, especially with all that sugar really kind of breaking down the meat. And it's just easy to make up. Good marinade as well. Now what I've got going on here is just a pretty large skillet at a medium-high heat with just a little bit of olive oil in there. You're just going to cook this, saute it like you would any other burger for any other recipe. Just kind of break it apart. You want to make sure every bit of burger gets cooked pretty well evenly. Once your burger's cooked up real nice, we're just going to give this one last little toss and then just flatten it out. And then you want to get like a hard sear on all of it. So get some nice crispy bits, adds a little extra texture, and kind of sears in that sugar, giving good flavor. Once you get it to where you like it and your desired crispiness, we're going to add about half of the green onions that we've chopped, some sesame seed oil, or some sesame seeds, just like a couple tablespoons, just till it looks good, and then our sesame seed oil. And I promise that one of these days I'm going to get on the program and actually prep all my ingredients, but today's not that day. Anyhow, just a light drizzle of that, maybe a tablespoon or 2, and just give her a good stir. At this point, we're just gonna kill the heat, fold this in, and make it nice and pretty. As soon as you've got everything incorporated and got it cooled down a little bit, I can just start putting it into your trays. This makes 4 even portions that should fill you up pretty easily on a lunch break. Nuke them for a couple minutes, turns out perfect every time. Maybe a little extra added soy sauce or some sriracha, bingo. Anyhow, I put this over 2 cups of rice. I made 4 for the chicken broccoli rice episode and then used the other half for this, so you can get 8 meals within an hour of cooking. It isn't too bad, but we get these portioned out. You can put a little extra sesame seed oil over them, and then your choice of hot sauce, so if you choose to add that. Also, once this is all cooked and portioned out, I won't throw this in the fridge immediately. I'll just let it cool off on the counter for a little while, just so it's not too hot and you lock in all that heat and moisture, and then throw that in your fridge. You can get bacteria growing, and we definitely don't want that after spending all this time making some meals. So anyway, we're going to top it off with the rest of our green onions, a little extra sesame seeds, as I was saying. There you go, 4 easy meals. Alright, there you have it. This is ground beef bulgogi. It's a Korean dish. When I was down in Indiana, I used to work for a restaurant called Sonobi. We made Korean dishes all the time, bulgogi being my favorite. So it only made sense. This recipe came from Seonkyoung longest. She has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below and you can check out all of her cool recipes. But this one's really easy to make. Some of the ingredients might be tough to find. The Mirin and the plum extract, but you can substitute those for a few different things. Not gonna eat this one right now, just because I had a whole dinner earlier, but this is ready for the week. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Goodbye.